Juan Soto's first set of meetings have been revealed. According to John Heyman, there are 6 teams, maybe even 8 teams in on Juan Soto, but it has been revealed that Soto will be meeting with the Blue Jays first, then the Red Sox. I had a feeling. I wasn't sure if the Red Sox were even in play for Juan Soto, but I had a feeling, man. I had a feeling. You had 2 New York teams in on him, right? Boston knows how bad the Yankees want to sign him and bring him back. Had a feeling that Boston was going to Boston and do something and bring themselves into this. It was in my gut the whole time. Screw you, Boston, anyway. Then he's going to meet with the Mets and then the Yankees. I highly doubt this is his only round of interviews. That would be incredibly shocking. I don't think a deal gets done after the first round. He might meet with other teams outside of these 4, but it's these 4 that are being reported on. So Blue Jays first, Red Sox second, the New York Metropolitans third, and the Yankees last. So, listen, I don't think he's going to Toronto. Now, Toronto might be really, really aggressive, and they might offer him the top deal on the market. They very well could. Look at what they did with Shohei last year. Apparently, they offered him $700 million. Shohei just wanted to play in LA. So I don't think that Toronto is going to go in there and are going to have the ability to sign Juan Soto. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think the Yankees would let that happen. I don't know if he has much of a desire to go and play with Toronto, but it's very smart for him to go and field as many offers as possible. Imagine putting him with Vladdy Jr. That would be cool. But at the same time, Vladdy Jr. becomes a free agent at the end of next season. So Toronto, instead of trying to go after a guy outside of your organization, why don't you just sign your own dude? Sign Vladdy Jr. Now, if your goal is to sign Vladdy still while also signing Juan Soto, then good for you. But you're not getting Juan. You're not getting the phenomenal Juan. You're just not getting him. Anywho, the Boston Red Sox. This grinds my friggin' gears. The Red Sox are in on Juan Soto. He will be meeting with them. And of course, like I said, it's just to drive up the price for Soto. He's doing the business thing, and this is the business thing to do. But it kind of makes my skin crawl a bit, the teams that he's meeting with, right? It's the Mets. It's like, okay, I guess I can accept that. But the Red Sox, Juan, you're meeting with Boston? Would you really leave the Yankees to go and meet and play with the Red Sox? Are you going to do that? They have Cedane Rafaela. I like him a lot. A healthy Trevor Story. If he's healthy, that's a Rafael Devers, Duran, and then you add Juan Soto into that. That's a really good lineup. Connor Wong, that's a really good lineup. But Juan Soto, don't go to Boston. It's going to be worse. We think that if he signs with the Mets, we're going to hate him because of that. We're going to despise him if he goes to Boston. So Juan, if you care anything about being a New York Yankee, don't go there. And I don't think Boston's going to pony up and pay him either. This is just a strategy by Juan Soto and Scott Boras to drive up that freaking price as much as humanly possible. And him meeting with the Red Sox, him meeting with the Blue Jays, 2 teams that are in the Yankees division, maybe it scares them a little bit. But damn it, I have to be honest with you. It kind of hurts, Juan. It kind of hurts. At the end of the day, if you end up coming back and signing with the Yankees, all right, Juan, you went, you did your thing, you came back anyway, you made us a little nervous. You did. But at the end of the day, you still met with the Red Sox. You still met with the Blue Jays. You met with the Metropolitans. I've got to be honest with you. That it stings a little bit, but he's doing his due diligence. He is. I'm as a professional, right? I understand this. You have to understand this. As a fan, I'm going to freaking slam my head against the wall knowing that he's going to be in Toronto meeting with the Blue Jays, meeting with the Red Sox, meeting with the Metropolitans. It drives me nuts as a fan. But as somebody who covers the team throughout the year and the offseason and all that mumbo jumbo, I understand. I get it. I'm not saying I don't get it. It just, it grinds my gears a bit. It does. And then there's the Metropolitans, of course. Francisco Lindor apparently has been recruiting Juan Soto. That should not shock anybody. But I saw something. Maybe maybe it was just a false information. But I saw somewhere that the Mets may offer him to be the team captain. If I can't even. I barely got that out. If that's true, if you're a Met fan, you're watching this. I'm sorry if I'm spreading false information. But if that is true and you're Lindor, I'd be a little pissed off. You're going to schlep outside the organization. You're going to bring him in, sign him, and name him team captain. Are you kidding me? You didn't even take a bat here yet. So if I'm Lindor, that would piss me off a little bit. But he's been recruiting Juan Soto. So there we go. In my opinion, and I could be so damn wrong, the Mets are the only true competition, I think, to the Yankees in getting Juan Soto. The only true competition. I don't think he's going to Boston. Don't think he's going to go to Toronto, even if they do offer him the most money. It's the Mets or the Yankees. It's one or the other. Not even LA. If he ends up meeting with the Dodgers, not even them. It's the Mets. They scare the crap out of me. And in my opinion, if you're the Yankees, number one, you're bringing... I don't understand this whole attitude of, let Juan Soto go. Let him go. We need to spread this money around and go and get X, Y, and Z. Get Juan Soto and go get X, Y, and Z. There's no reason why. You did this once. The Yankees did this once before with Bryce Harper. You could have had him. He wanted to be a Yankee. You could have had him. And you didn't sign him. That left-handed bat was made for the stadium and you didn't sign him. Now, X amount of years later, you have another chance to get that left-handed bat who could spread the ball all around the field, who could work a walk like no other. Just the frequency he works walks is just incredible. Incredible. You can't let him go. You just can't. I would even say he's a better hitter than Bryce Harper. Than what Bryce Harper ever was. I'm sorry. I think it's true. And you can't let him go. You can't just let him go to the Mets. Hal, you can't let him go to the Metropolitans. You can't lose. Listen, Steve Phillips, former general manager of the Mets, said it on the MLB network. He was like, hey, listen, back in the day when I was the GM of the Metropolitans, right, when I was the GM over there was a little gentleman's agreement that you wouldn't go after the other team's players, the other New York team's players. You would never do that. So, what's happening? The Mets are going after the Yankees guy. They're going after Juan. And I guarantee you, if they weren't, Pete Alonso's name would never have come out of Brian Cashman's mouth. Never. But that's not the case. You got the Mets. You got Stevie Cohen, who he should go after Juan Soto. I'm not saying he shouldn't. But as a biased Yankee fan, kiss my ass. I'm sorry. I want Juan to stay. And you do what you have to do to keep him here. Now, for those of you, it's going to cost too much money. Listen, over the next 3 to 4 seasons, the Yankees do have a lot of money coming off the books, believe it or not. They do. LeMahieu only has 2 more years. Stanton, after next season, after 2025, his contract drops. The Yankees are only paying him $19 in 2026, only paying him $15 in 2027. His contract drops because Miami's paying him $10 both of those years. So they're paying Giancarlo 10 years in 2026, and they're $10 million in 2026, and they're paying him $10 million in 2027. So Giancarlo, after next season, bam. Right? And then after next year, you also lose Aaron Hicks's contract. You also lose Rizzo's buyout. So that's $16.5 million on top of the $13 million that you don't have to pay Big G. I think that's pretty damn good. I really do. I think that's pretty good. So, listen. At the end of the day, these contracts, they're just going to work themselves out. They are, and the Yankees are going to free up money over the course of the next few seasons, just naturally. It's just going to happen naturally. Well, like I said, after next season, after 25, Hicks's contract is done. Rizzo's buyout is done. That's 16.5 already. Giancarlo's contract, I believe, is going to dip. Goes from 32 to 19 on the Yankees payroll. So what? That's 12 to 13 right there. So what? That's $29.5 million. And then the following year, even more Big G money comes off. And then LeMahieu's money comes off. So you're going to have money to pay him as well as allocate it to your other positions. Listen, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Joe, and until next time, signing out.